I've always leaned towards the Phoenix motif. Obviously, it's in my name, so I feel a little like icky about even trying to like put that out there. But at the same time, I'll lean towards it. But if we decide on something else, I'll be fine with that.
Well, that's what I was actually kind of thinking. The Phoenix Knights would kind of be.
I would thought about combining like Aeon and Phoenix.
Right.
Just because, like Aeon itself means life, and the Phoenix itself is like a representation of a rebirth,
which is appropriate for this.
It is too. That's another reason I think it'd be cool to kind of keep the whole Phoenix thing going. When I was thinking a good compromise would be, because I know he wants to have Vanda in there somewhere. That's the name of our ship, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I was thinking like we could do a happy compromise, because you can do 5 letters in the tag. So I was thinking, if anything, we could do Vanda for the tag, if that's available. And then, our actual names be, whatever.
So, yeah, and I'm fine with that. Like I said, I'm not the type to split hairs over something like that.
Right.
Like, as long as everyone involved is happy with it and feels like it represents them well, and they feel cool running around with their tag and their free company, then that's badass.
Right.
That's why when I first mentioned though, like I was telling like Luchi that we should have that it should be essential that we get a Facebook page. It's only because when we start growing, it's gonna be really unlikely that like everyone will be on at the same time.
Right.
But having a Facebook page, most people, if they have a smartphone, they're gonna be on Facebook one time of the day. So if you have it on the Facebook page of anything that needs to be voted, or even events, everyone will have will have a higher chance of seeing that than rather waiting until they get on and then tell them about it.
And right now we have a cat with laser beams coming out of its eyes. So I mean,
I didn't even know that was changed into a picture. Like,
I didn't even realize it at first. I was like, what? But yeah, I mean, because that's how it was in the FC. That's why I thought we could compromise that way somehow, because that FC I founded with Stark, we were called, fuck, I can't even remember. I'm gonna have to look at their thing, because I can't even remember. We were called the Phantom Force, but the tag is EMS, because it was supposed to be like Stark's FC. I mean, it was all of our FC, but he kind of wanted to be the leader, but since he didn't get to be the leader, we used his initials, his real life initials, for the tag. That's what EMS is. So we had the cool name, his initials on the tag. Cross got to be the leader until they were away for so long that it kind of rotated backward, that now Stark is the leader. Kind of floats between him and Rayla. Whoever's around in real life more. But yeah, so I figured we could do something like that too, where our tag is one thing and the actual name, because it doesn't have to match. I mean, it could, but
just to give a little bit of backstory on the Vanda thing or Vanda, or whatever however you pronounce it. But the whole point of that secret boss was Square's having fun putting what they saw as a very Final Fantasy style boss into Super Mario RPG, because they worked on it with them. It was a joint effort between the two.
Right.
And so the Vanda, the land that this Dark Knight came from, this ultra powerful, most powerful boss in the game, is supposed to be basically the world of Final Fantasy. So it makes some sense.
Right.
In a very distant sort of way.
Well, I think it would be cool to have Phoenix in there somewhere, and then I'm down with Vanda, even though I didn't get to experience that. Like, I totally appreciate the whole thing, and I've seen stuff about it. I didn't play it, so I'm down with implementing both of those things. But at least that's something we can definitely keep discussing over time.
Well, okay.
I was just really lucky on Knight, because a lot of people, when they think Knights, they think more of like gladiators or like paladins. So, and considering that a lot of our members are not all gladiators and stuff, like, it does sound really cool though, but at the same time it kind of narrows down the ideals of the members, I guess. But I think I'm overthinking it though. It's just the way I think.
Yeah, because there are some FCs that do that too. Like, I know somebody who was in for a while. It was like, I mean, obviously they had some up to 50, but they literally just crafted That's like all they did. Their whole FC.
Skylark Consortium. Consortium? How do you pronounce that? Consortium?
Yeah, Consortium.
What's a Skylark Consortium? I feel like such a noob. Like, I thought I played video games a lot until, you know, I meet people who are like 10 years older than me, and then I'm like, oh, you guys know all these cool things I don't know about.
Like my friends, they would always come up to me and they'd be like, they'll be talking about like more like fighting games like Street Fighter and stuff, and I'm over here like I like Crash Bandicoot.
There's nothing in the world wrong with Crash Bandicoot at all.
I wanted to own that game, but I was a Nintendo girl, so I never had a Sony until I was like 18 plus. So
I never liked the newer Crash Bandicoots. I like the first two. Yeah.
I think Aeons at the Phoenix sounds kind of cool.
Agreed.
But yeah.
If we could fit it, I think we could fit it.
How many characters? It has to be 20,
it's like
right?
19 or 20. I think Aeons of Phoenix would fit, and that would be okay. But again, let's. I mean, that doesn't have to be decided now. This is just stuff that we can throw. We can put that on the options list. And what the Gear had mentioned, the consortium thing too. And so
add that to my notepad thing over here because I'm gonna forget them otherwise. That was the problem earlier.
Right. And we've got there's a couple of people on your guys' side that aren't here. So
just Lazaro, really.
Okay.
Because we have another member, but he said he came back to the game, but he's only logged in like once since that time, and that's Kirito.
Okay.
He changed that. Yeah.
Oh, Kirito. I've seen him.
So I don't think he'll really care. He's gonna be one of those people that's, you know.
Hey, Prami, if you're gonna log now, you might not have a free company when you come back tomorrow. Just be warned.
Squiggle muffins.
Probably.
But you know, obviously we can look each other up and be like, oh hey, you should probably join us now.
Right. Yeah, that's the beauty of having the Facebook thing. And at least what I'm glad about is at least the leaders are all there. So even when we're having, like, because I know you travel around a lot, I don't know what my life's going to be like. I'm graduating from college here in a week. So I don't know where I'm going to be working, if I'm going to be doing freelance work or if I have to go get like a gas station job. You know what I mean? Like I have to pay student loans. So
I am in the same exact boat right now. And in fact, there's a small possibility I might disappear for a few days if my internet gets shut off. So. Right.
Oh God, Gear, house living here. I don't want house living here. I think I will barf.
That's better because at least you're kind of like letting people know. Like other people, they'll disappear for like a month and they don't even say anything.
Right.
Now, yeah, I mean, you can always find me on Facebook if not here. Like right. Like all day long.
Well, that's true.
So what I was thinking is for the name voting, get rid of the comments.
He's spoiling things. Don't spoil things here. Sorry.
Okay, well, get rid of the comments and have like any suggestions that people have. Either put them on there or make a separate post about it. And then I'll write down all the suggestions, and then kind of like I'll talk to you guys about it. Say, you know what, which ones do you guys like prefer, and then we'll go off from there. Because again, like we shouldn't be limiting the names for what we think is cool. I think we should try to go with more of what everyone else thinks. You know, try to get the variety of for that.
Right.
So if everyone else has
we are the leaders. What the little ones.
Well, and that's what I like about some of the ideas, even though if it may not be, you know, my favorite name or your favorite name, it's still like some of that stuff like the Aeons of the Phoenix or whatever, that kind of embraces all of the things, you know what I mean? So to me, something like that would at least be a compromise if we can't all just go, you know what, fine, let's do that. But yeah, at least
yeah, of course,
yeah, I figure our main stomping ground for communicating will be Facebook if we're not all on. Like, if there's anything major going on, like an event or something like that, post it to the FC page on Facebook, and then I can relate anything to Gear if he doesn't create a thingy. So like I said, I talk to him every day on Skype. So.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
Oh, now Gear's getting dark. Yeah, we have a dark aura surrounding the table now. Nice.
Sorry,
okay, well, you know, rather than chatter about this for 8 million years, because we can, I know we're all capable of it. Does anyone who's listening have any immediate concerns or questions before we do this thing?
Nope, I was just wondering when you guys were actually going to join us.
I don't.
When is the pizza coming?
Oh, yours gone.
I'm really surprised he doesn't have that as a background. Oh god, you guys. But
that sounds so weird through this filtered noise, this background noise.